This is the first winter since an update to a bylaw regarding snow and ice on sidewalks passed at the 2022 annual town meeting. We spoke with the Assistant Director of Public Works to find out what the clarifications mean and the purpose behind the changes.
The change to the bylaw came about when COVID first hit a few years ago. It's hard to believe we're 3 years into this process now. But what we wanted to do was at that time where we were strongly encouraged to get outside. People wanted to get outside in the open, walk around more. That was particularly difficult during the winter. So what the town did is we took a look at trying to overlay sidewalk areas that the town owned as well as the businesses to create a map or a walkway that we could present to the public so that people knew where they could walk safely because it was cleared by the town and or the businesses. What we found when we did that was that there were several gaps and that the language of the past bylaw wasn't necessarily clear in a lot of situations. So the change to the bylaw really was intended to clarify some of those gaps and make up for that. So for example, now with the bylaw, nonprofits are included as part of that, where in the past, my understanding is that the nonprofits weren't included. So the way the bylaw is currently written is that any owner, tenant, occupant, proprietor, manager, agent, board, trust, other entity having charge of property used wholly in part for either commercial purposes, which includes as a store, restaurant, bank, gym, theater, childcare facility, or office, hospitals, medical establishments, places of worship, multifamily housing containing 3 or more dwellings or units, or any other use to the open public or clientele, that the snow and ice shall not remain on the sidewalk abutting the property for more than 5 hours between sunrise and sunset. So the change to the ordinance was really meant to allow pedestrians and people who are outside have safe access to the sidewalks without slipping, tripping, falling, or having to walk into the street because of snowbanks from where sidewalks aren't clear. People often ask us, how wide does the path need to be? Where should I place the snow? When should I plow? What we say is, because the bylaw doesn't say how wide the width has to be, is we recommend at least clearing a width of 60 inches. And if there are any pinch points or obstructions, such as a utility pole, a mailbox, or other things that would limit that to a smaller area than 50 inches, in those cases, clear at least a 36-inch wide path. The reasoning behind that is we want to make sure that people or users of wheelchairs who have accessibility issues can navigate through those pinch points and can navigate along the sidewalk. This is really meant to be a pedestrian friendly and make it easier for pedestrians to be outside and walk safely after a snowstorm.